What's going on? Another Imperial Knight house review for the Imperialis house Hawkshroud. We're going crazy. We're doing 3 in a row. Here we go. Hawkshroud, your Imperial Knights. This one is pretty good, okay? Your house trait, double the wounds you have for purposes of your damage table. And this is all models in your army that have the house Hawkshroud, including your little armigers and your big knights and your really big knights. So they're just harder to drop weapon skill and ballistic skill, which of course is strong because it makes it harder for your opponent to say drop at 1 or 2 and then just assume it's not going to have the damage output so it can move on to other targets. This means they have to focus and finish one model at a time, probably. Or hopefully, right? I think it's a good strategy for them to do that anyway. This kind of encourages them to do that, so I don't know if that's great. But if they fail, your knight is still very powerful, even at low wounds. Your Hawkshroud Imperial Knight stratagem. 2 command points. After enemy declares a charge against Imperium unit. Okay, any Imperium unit. So this is a good one too that could be allied with other Imperium armies. Hawkshroud model within 12 inches of the target of the charge can fire Overwatch. Pretty cool. You could be literally a long ways away, right? If your units were strung out and your knight's over here and the charger's coming to here, but you're within 12 this direction, you can fire Overwatch. Obviously this becomes pretty strong for automatic hit weapons like gigantic flamethrowers, right? You're literally overwatching for your friends for 2 command points, so it's not free. Some of the knights just have a lot of guns, right? Most of them have some guns. And then on top of that, you get to roll a 2d6 charge heroic intervention. So you get to do a heroic intervention 2d6 inches. So potentially a 12-inch move, which would then put you in combat. And they probably didn't declare you as a target of their charge, meaning they will not attack you at all. They can't, right? So if a unit of Khorne Berserkers charges a big unit of Marines or something you got in front of you, you use this, you charge the Khorne Berserkers, even though their first volley of attacks killed all of the Marines, their second pile-in and attack can't be used against you because you weren't a target of their charge. And you got to Overwatch on them. Super cool. Warlord trait, +1 to hit, pick 1 unit in the enemy army. Pretty cool. I like this one because it's fun. Some people just bring like 1 thing that you really want to kill. Even if they bring like 3 of something, being able to maybe efficiently kill 1 real quick on like a Crusader or a Dominus like Castellan, right? If you had the Volcano Cannon and you took +1 to hit against a, say, Shadow Sword, pretty cool. Also, this is a +1 to hit. Big benefit for the Castellan knight because he cannot suffer mortal wounds from overcharging his plasma gun against that unit. So you can just go to town, full max power, right, until that thing's dead, and then, you know, it's over from there. And that's your Warlord trait, a +1 to hit. I think you're going to want this on your Castellan to make you immune to overcharge, assuming there are no -1 to hit modifiers on that unit. Super cool. Also, +1 to hit, right? This game's about hitting things and wounding things, so benefiting either of those, good times. Your Relic, 4+ save against mortal wounds in the psychic phase. If you're all knights, this is the guy you want to have up front to eat all the smites, I guess, because he's the only one saving any of it. I would think it would be even better if it was just a 4+ ignore the spell, right? A 4+ like you cast a spell on me, 4+ nothing happens. If the little Calexis Assassin can be like immune to magic. I think the Imperial Knight with this relic could have a 4+ dispel type situation. I don't know, but any kind of save against mortal wounds is going to be good. I'm not sure if any psychic powers do wounds that are not mortal wounds, so that'd be something to consider thinking about, because this would not do anything for you. So super cool. Also, for Hawkshroud, the reroll wound giant flamethrower on the Valiant Knight, 18-inch range, auto hit with this relic, reroll all wounds, and with this house, 2 CP Overwatch for a friendly unit. They see you with that giant flamer, they don't want to charge you, so they charge your friend. And guess what happens? Flamethrower anyway. Pretty cool. And on top of all that, your knights just are going to feel stronger because they're not dropping in weapon skill and ballistic skill. This one seems like a lot of good synergies. I like this one a lot, but I don't want to, fall the exact same as the internet, but this one does stand out to be pretty cool. Overwatching for a friend with some of these models that are very big and shooty does seem cool. +1 to hit with, say, a plasma gun, meaning you can't overcharge and hurt yourself, so you can just full blast it every turn against one target until it's dead. And then you don't pick another one, right? It's just the beginning of the game, pick a unit, shoot the unit, you get +1 to hit for your warlord. Pretty cool stuff. I like it a lot. Hawkshroud, Imperial Knights. Please subscribe. Coming up next, Cadmus?